Hey guys, it is Zoe and welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing a very raw, unbiased, unsponsored review of HelloFresh. I've been wanting to do a HelloFresh review for a while, but thought it was perfect timing because this just came in the mail today. If you don't know about HelloFresh, it's basically just a meal delivery service, and you can pick out your meals for the week, and they give you all the ingredients, the recipes, and everything that you need to make it. My boyfriend Josh and I have been doing HelloFresh ever since we moved into our new apartment in August, so it's been a few months, and this is actually our second time doing HelloFresh because we had done it like a few years ago at our old apartment. So when you get the box, you open it up, and then you find your 3 recipes or however many recipes you got for the week. And then inside you get this little plastic, and everything is in here. So basically each recipe has its own paper bag. And then there's like this, which is basically just an ice pack. And underneath that is all of your cold food. So in the end, what you have to throw out are these 2 ice packs, and then the box, and this kind of like bubble insert. And then there's also always like this brown thing that separates the layers. So my one kind of issue with HelloFresh, which is kind of like the same with any delivery service, is just the amount of packaging. So we currently get HelloFresh delivered every other week, and we do 3 meals. So we do 3 meals every other week, but basically that means twice a month we're getting this box with the ice and the plastic and having to throw it out. They say that everything, is recyclable, but I do, there is a sense that you're throwing away a lot of stuff. Sometimes you get these little gifts, they call it, and this is a sample of caramel spread. Companies will just put a little extra in there. We've gotten animal crackers. We also got a kiwi one time, so it's always really random stuff. This week we picked out chicken and poblano fajitas. We also have crispy buffalo spiced chicken, and the last one is tortellini toscana. So basically each recipe has its own card. We have the 2 things of chicken cutlets. They send you the cheese tortellini package, and then each one of these bags is its own recipe. So it's nice that it's all divided up. So say I want to make that buffalo chicken, I just pull this out of the fridge with the chicken cutlet, and you're good to go and you cook it up. I'd say I'm pretty experienced with cooking, but I do think that these recipes are really easy to follow. It says on the left here all the ingredients you need, so sometimes you need extra things like salt and pepper, and it'll let you know if you need that. And then on the back you have all the steps, and it goes step-by-step photos, everything like that. So it is fairly simple and easy to make. It also tells you on the front how long it's going to take to prep, to cook, and then the number of calories. Right now I pay $60 every other week, and each week the $60 gets you 3 meals. So essentially you're spending $20 per meal, which is definitely not in any way cheap. If you think of going and grabbing food, or going to Chipotle, a typical bowl is $9 or $10. So 2 bowls for 2 people, that you're basically up to 20 bucks. It is, however, cheaper than going out to a restaurant or a nice dinner. So you're kind of just weighing if it's worth it for you. I know there's a ton of meal delivery services out there. I've also done Misfits, which is just a fruit and veggie thing, and they give you all of the imperfect fruits and vegetables that nobody wants at the grocery store, but that is no way a meal program. So this is the only actual meal program that I have done. When we were doing it before, the reason why I stopped doing it is because the recipes just seemed like they were getting really, really repetitive, and also they're all using kind of similar ingredients and similar style cooking methods. So we got kind of bored and stopped. But then when we moved into our new apartment, we thought we would start again. We're both really busy working from home, and so it's super simple and really easy to cook. At the beginning we were doing every week delivery, and then there was 1 or 2 weeks where we weren't eating it in time and it was maybe going bad, and so then I decided to do every other week because it just doesn't make sense if you're spending money and paying for something that you're then not cooking. So this way, every other week, we know we will definitely be making all 3 of these meals. What I'm gonna do now is just stick all this stuff in the refrigerator, and then we can kind of sit down and I'll show you through the website and kind of the process of that, and then we'll cook something later. This is what the HelloFresh website looks like when you log in. This is showing right here the meals that had gotten delivered today. And then at the top here, you can see that like next week, it just says skipped because we have it scheduled for every other week, but you can click on the week and then it'll show you the 3 meals that are getting sent out to you, and you can scroll down and pick out different ones if those are something that you don't want. I will say that we selected an option that doesn't give you pork because Josh and I both don't eat pork, so our 3 options at the top will never be pork, but you can just like minimize one and then select another one. They also do have more like fancier ones, so this you can see is an additional $8 a serving if you want to add that on. You can also add a meal. So, you know, typically we get sent 3 meals a week, but we could add a 4th meal if we want. I have never done that, and I've also never done any of these. These all say quick meals that you can just add along with, like, they always have sides and drinks and snacks. So these are all like extra things that you could get sent to you if you want, but we never do this because we go grocery shopping as well. So these are my settings on here. You can go to menu preferences, and right now we selected pork free, but there's meat and veggies, family friendly, variety, calorie smart, which is like lower calories, seafood free, beef free. So they have all these different options. You also select the number of people, so it's either 2 or 4. With me and Josh, there's 2 of us, and then you select how many meals. So each meal is basically $6.99 plus shipping. And then you can see here the total price is $60.93. And then you pick the delivery window. So that's another thing just to keep in mind if you are interested in this service, is that you definitely want to be there on the day it's getting delivered. We have it set for Monday, but for whatever reason, it always comes on a Sunday. But it's obviously not something that you want like sitting out or just like outside for a while. Josh decided that we are having the chicken and poblano fajitas for dinner. So basically it has the sticker on it and you just rip it open, and then everything you need for the recipe is inside. So it looks like we have some tortillas, a little thing of cilantro, 1 onion, a tomato, a lime, and I'm guessing poblano pepper. Then we have some Monterey Jack cheese, a mini thing of red pepper cream, and we have fajita spice blend. Going back to what I was talking about just with waste and stuff, now we have this paper brown bag that we need to recycle. Along with that, the cilantro comes in like this little plastic thing that we'll need to throw out. And then like the tortillas are wrapped in plastic, this cheese is plastic. So obviously when you're buying stuff at the grocery store, it all comes in some type of container. Everything here is just like more mini version of that. Obviously I'm recycling everything in as much as I can, but not everything can be recycled. So looking at this recipe, it says it's gonna take 10 minutes to prep, total time 35 minutes, and it's 670 calories. I'm gonna try to film me cooking a little bit, but I have no clue how it'll go. So here it goes, and I'll check in with you guys when it's finished. Alright, dinner is served. Here are the 2 plates of completed fajitas. We have 3 for each of us, and it's time to eat. Finished with dinner. It was delicious. One of the things that I will say is that Josh and I are definitely not used to eating like smaller meals. Dinner tends to be a really big, like heavy meal for us because we're not necessarily eating big meals throughout the day, and these meals are definitely small. So I think it just depends how much you eat. Like 3 tacos for me is not an entire dinner, so we'll definitely be eating like another snack tonight or maybe something else in addition. So these HelloFresh meals are not something that it's like, oh, it's all this food or you're gonna have leftovers. Like typically you just divide it into the 2 servings and then we both will finish. It's definitely enough that you feel like satisfied, but you never feel like full where you're like, oh, I'm so stuffed, which I think is really good if you're like trying to control your calories and figure out, you know, what you really should be eating. But not gonna lie, I'm definitely gonna have a snack tonight because it just is not enough to hold me over. Obviously, I like HelloFresh because I am subscribed to it and I'm gonna continue to, you know, keep up with it for however long until we get bored again. It is really easy to start and stop. So when I stopped it, I literally just had to log back into the website and hit start again and I could start up the service. So that's really simple if you wanna try it out for maybe a month and then you can stop it and start it again depending on what your schedule is like. For someone like me, when I go to the grocery store, like I am maybe planning 1 or 2 meals when I go shopping, but it's so hard to plan like 7 meals if you're only going shopping once a week. So I love that everything is planned out for me, and it also gives me a chance to experiment with different foods that I normally wouldn't make. I hope this was helpful for you if you're thinking about the service or you're just curious about it. Just keep in mind that everything that I have said is just my own opinion and my experience with it. So you might have a different experience, but yeah, this is just how I have felt with it. I enjoy it. I'll probably keep doing the delivery service for a while. If there's another service you think I might like better, comment down below because I'm definitely down to try something else out. But for now, that is it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.